what? Angle between
90.
V and I. 90 kahan hai?
Sorry.
V and I. Okay. Then next is your reactive power. What is the unit here? Unit is watt or kilowatt. Watt or it is kilowatt. Okay. Now next one is, this is first type of power. What is the second type of power? Second type of power is your reactive power. What is, it does no work in the circuit. Okay.
Yes.
So what is the formula? It is denoted as capital
Q.
Q. That
Ma'am,
is
Q
your
equal to
VI
VI sin theta.
to
Sin
sin
theta.
theta. What is the unit?
Ma'am,
Unit
kilowatt ampere.
is no
Kilowatt ampere.
volt ampere
VAR.
reactive or kilovolt ampere reactive. Okay. Small r is, small r
Reactive.
means this is for
Reactive.
reactive. Am I clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Third one is what? Third one is
Apparent power.
your apparent power. Apparent power is what? Apparent power is denoted by capital S. Okay, so this S is equal to the product
VI.
of voltage and current. Okay, what is the unit of this one? Unit
Volt
is volt
VA.
ampere
Or
or
kilowatt ampere.
kilovolt ampere. Am I clear? These types of power I have discussed. Now next come to the last one, that is what? RLC series. I have not discussed about RLC series circuit now. RC circuit I have completed. RC I have completed or not? Tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
RC is completed.
Okay. Next come to RLC series circuit. RLC series circuit. Now in RLC series circuit, what we are doing, we are connecting a R resistor, an inductor and a capacitor, all are in series. Okay, a resistor, inductor, capacitor, all are connected in series with an AC supply, where the instantaneous value is given as Vm sin omega t. The instantaneous value of the current is your I. Now this is the resistor, this is the inductor, this is the capacitor, where the voltage across the resistor, we are taking it as VR, voltage across the inductor, we are taking it as VL, and voltage across the capacitor, we are taking it as VC. Clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Bhavya, clear? Shuyash? Shuyash? Suyash, are you there? Suyash Datta? Suyash is absent. Okay. Tarish, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here, okay. So what we are doing it is, we are giving supply voltage to all the three elements. Now, due to the presence of the resistance, what is the phase angle between the current and the voltage? The voltage and the current are in phase with each other due to the presence of resistance. Inductor, what will be the phase difference? Tell me. Here, this is the current. I am taking it as the reference. The voltage across the inductor will be leading the current by an angle of exactly how much degree? By an angle of
90
exactly
90
90
degree.
Okay, and due to the presence of capacitor, what will be the phase angle between the voltage across the capacitor and the current? It is lagging the current by an angle of how much
90
degree?
90
90
degree.
degree.
Okay, so this is your lagging and this one is your leading. Voltage is leading the current and here voltage is lagging the current. Am I clear, each one of you?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
here, because this is lagging, we are writing it as minus of Vc. Here I am writing minus of Vc. So now at every instant, what will be the voltage across the resistor VR will be equal to how much? I into R. If I'm writing all the RMS value, if I'm writing the RMS value, I'll write down capital VR will be equal to RMS current into resistance. What is the voltage across the inductor? It will be I into XL. What will be the voltage across the capacitor? It will be I into XC. Clear to all of you? So what will be your V? Tell me. Supply voltage will be equal to VR plus VL plus how much? DC. Yes or no? Why? Now here you see, I will draw all these vectors or phasor I have drawn. I will draw all the, taking the current, look at here very carefully. So taking the current as the reference, due to the presence of resistor, the voltage across the resistor and are in phase or with each other. Due to the presence of inductor, the voltage across the inductor will be what? Leading the current by an angle of how much degree? Will be leading the current by an angle of how much degree? Tell me.
90 degrees.
90 degree. And what will be the voltage across the capacitor? Tell me.
No.
Just wait, just wait. What will be the voltage across the capacitor? Tell me. Just wait. Here, this one I will draw it here so that it will be easy for me. Yes, voltage across the inductor is leading the current by an angle of how much degree?
90 degree.
And voltage across the capacitor will
Lag the current.
lag the current by an
By
angle
90
of
degrees.
I will write down
VC.
minus VC because
Lagging.
it is 90 degrees, vector is downward. Okay, so this is your 90 degree. So now if I will find out what is the resultant, see x-axis there is only one phasor, but y-axis there are two phasor. One is your VL, another one is your VC. If I am taking VL, if VL is greater than VC, voltage across the inductor is higher than the voltage across the resistor. So obviously in the upward direction, the resultant VL minus VC will exist. Am I clear to each one
Yes,
of you?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear to each one of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Vivesh, you understood? Vivesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is your VR. This one is your VL minus VC, right? So now VAR plus VL minus VC, I am getting the resultant here as V. Okay. Clear to each one of you? So what will be the value of V? V is equal to how much? VR plus how much? Plus
VL
how
minus
much?
VC.
VL minus VC. Condition is if the VL is higher than VC. So what will be the magnitude of V? Magnitude of V is equal to square root of, use Pythagoras theorem, square root of magnitude of VR square plus how much?
VL
VL
minus VC whole
minus VC whole square. Clear to each one of you? So this will be equal to, this is equal to square root of how much? It is equal to square root of IR whole square plus how much? I into XL minus I into XC whole square. Okay, so this will be equal to, this is equal to I into square root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So this implies I is equal to, written all of you?
V
Or
by Z.
V by I, yes. This is equal to square root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. That is equal to Z.
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 Somendu, you got it? Somendu? Okay. Okay. Understood all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your impedance? Impedance is your square root of R square plus XL
XL
minus
minus
XC
XC
whole square. Okay, so this quantity is called as the, this is the impedance of which circuit? Tell me. impedance of which circuit?
RLC.
RLC circuit.
Series circuit. Okay, RLC series circuit. Now from here, I will draw the, all of you have written, I have drawn this triangle as the voltage triangle. Mention here, this is theta. This triangle is called as the voltage triangle. Okay. Now, in this case, if I will draw all the, if I will divide all the current in all these three sides, then I will get which triangle? This is my R, this is XL, this one is your minus XC. Then what I am doing? I am subtracting the magnitude of the vector XC from XL. So here I am getting XL minus XC. Okay. So this will be what? Tell me. This will be your what? This will be what? Z. This angle is your theta. Am I clear to each one of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So this triangle is called as which triangle? This triangle is called as impedance.
Impedance triangle.
Okay. This triangle is called as impedance triangle. Now from the impedance triangle and or from the voltage triangle, from this voltage triangle you tell me, written all of you, run. Now look at your voltage triangle. If I am writing V is equal to Vm sin omega t, how I will write down I? I is equal to how much, tell me? Which direction the I is there? Look at here. I is here, V is here. If I am writing V as equal to Vm sin omega t, how I will write down the current one?
I am sin omega t. Cos omega t, sorry ma'am.
Cos कहाँ आ गया? अब tan कहाँ गया? I इधर
Ma'am,
है.
yes ma'am.
हाँ मैं बोल रही हूँ, बोल. I is in which direction? Tell me. I is in which direction? I is this one?
Right side.
Okay.
Yes,
V
ma'am.
is where? V is where? This one. So
Yes,
if I am taking V as the reference, V is equal to Vm sin omega t. How I will write down the current? I is equal to?
Plus.
Arey, so much time you are taking? So many students?
Vm sin omega t plus
Plus theta. Plus theta ma'am.
Vm sin omega t plus theta.
Vm, I में Vm
I am
sin omega t plus theta.
I am sin omega t
Plus theta.
जा घर
Plus
चले
2 theta.
तुम भी घर चले जाओ मैं भी घर चले जाऊँ
minus pi by 2.
Plus minus.
हाँ बोल दो जो पाई बाय 2 बोलो 30 डिग्री बोलो 50 डिग्री बोलो क्या लास्ट क्लास कितने क्लास किए हो 2 क्लास तो ये तो किए हो ना हाँ I V is equal to Vm sin omega t. How I will write down I? Huh? Tell. I will be
omega t plus 90 plus theta.
बाबा क्या
Omega t plus 2 theta.
देखो क्या
Omega t minus theta.
ओमेगा टी
Minus theta.
प्लस थीटा
केवल ओमेगा t रहेगा
बस ओमेगा टी क्यों इसका फेजर सेम है क्या ये तो इधर है और ये तो इधर है हाँ ट्राई करो
पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव
Omega
दोनों.
t minus theta. Minus theta.
Minus.
कौन बोला माइनस थीटा हु टेल ए गर्ल स्टूडेंट टेल हु
I am Sushri sir.
हाँ
Sushri ma'am Sushri.
सुश्री वेरी गुड अरे ओमेगा टी माइनस तो थीटा होगा वोल्टेज इधर करंट इधर है वोल्टेज इधर है दिस इज एंगल थीटा you look at here the previous diagram voltage diagram I have drawn for inductor for RC circuit for RL circuit tell me for RL circuit what you have remembered to me let me recall you पढ़ के पूरा कॉपी फॉपी सब बंद करके सो जाते मुझे पता है हाँ नो मैडम ये तो this one I have drawn it for inductive case. Tell me, yes or no? VL and this one is your V. This one I have drawn it for inductor. RL circuit.
Yes, ma'am.
Have I drawn this one or not? Whatever I have
Yes,
drawn
ma'am.
it from here.
Yes, ma'am. That
Okay. What was your current waveform? Current is obviously in phase with the resistance. Yes or no?
one. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ah,
ma'am.
voltage I have written how much?
Ma'am, I am
Vm
sin
sin
omega t
omega
minus
t.
theta.
I how I have written? Tell me.
I am
Ma'am, I am sin omega t
omega
minus
t minus
Sin omega t minus
minus
theta.
theta.
तो इसमें क्या difference में I have told you. ये different ये circuit ये phasor diagram and this one.
No difference.
What difference I have told you? Is
No
there any
difference,
difference?
ma'am.
Tell
No,
me.
ma'am, no difference.
So much
No, ma'am.
time you have taken. Okay. So this one will be. So this one will be V is equal to Vm sin omega t, I is equal to Im sin omega t minus theta. Now see, all of you understand properly. You ask as many questions as you want. Okay, as many number of questions you want. So now here from these two equation, what you are getting a conclusion? Tell me.
ma'am, lag by
Yes,
theta.
yes. Current is lagging
by angle of
or
theta.
yes, or voltage is leading by an angle of how much?
Theta.
Theta.
By an
Theta.
angle of theta,
Theta.
where theta is
Less than
Less
90
than-
degrees.
Less than 90.
okay. This is the conclusion. That means voltage is leading the current. That means this is which type of a circuit? Tell me. This is which type of a circuit? When voltage is leading or current is lagging, voltage is leading or current is lagging.
RL.
Ma'am,
This is
RL
which
series
type of a circuit?
RL
Ah,
series
this-
circuit.
Series circuit.
This is an, we don't tell it as RL circuit. This is an RLC circuit. Listen, all of you very carefully. This is a RLC circuit. Don't tell it is an RL circuit. But the circuit is behaving as what?
Behaving like RL circuit.
Behaving as an
Inductive.
inductive circuit. Remember, behaving as an inductive circuit. Don't tell RL or RC or RLC, whatever. Circuit is
Okay.
behaving as what? It is not behaving as resistive. It is not behaving as resistive. Why it is not behaving as resistive? Because the current and the voltage are not in phase with each other. Okay, if the theta would have been equal to 0 degree, then current and voltage would have been in the same phase and the circuit would have behaved resistive. Am I clear to all of you or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the circuit is not capacitive as well because it's not capacitive, it's not pure inductive, it's not pure capacitive. Why? Because the angle is not exactly 90 degree. If it would have been exactly 90 degree, then the current would be, if the current would be leading the voltage, then it would have been pure capacitive. If the current would be lagging the voltage, then it would have been pure inductive. It's not a pure inductive nor capacitive, but it is only inductive. Why? Because the current is lagging the voltage or the voltage is leading the current and the angle is less than 90 degree. That means it is not pure inductive, it is only inductive circuit. Am I clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Fundamental is clear or not? Tell me, each one of you. The fundamental basic thing is clear or not? Which case you will tell pure inductive? Which case you will take pure resistive? Which case you will take it as capacitive, inductive? Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
All of you understood, or is there anybody feeling shy to ask? Tell me.
Any question, ma'am?
Understood.
No,
No,
shy.
understood.
Okay, very good.
Question, ma'am.
So here what happens, why it is an inductive circuit? Because initially you remember when I have drawn the phasor diagram, there I have written that if VL is greater than VC,
VC.
because VL I have taken greater than VC, you see resultant where I have drawn, resultant is in phase with the VL vector. That means I have taken VL greater than VC. That means your what? VL is what? VL is equal to I into XL, right? What is your VC? VC, sorry, I into XL. What is your VC? I into XC. That means from these two, what you are concluding? VL is greater than VC implies that your XL is greater than your XC.
XC.
Because inductive reactance is higher than the capacitive reactance, the circuit is behaving as inductive. Am I
Inductive.
clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So from here, I have taken VL is greater than VC implies the circuit is behaving as inductive. Okay. Yes. So this is where I have left. Yes. V is equal to Vm sin omega t. I is equal to Im sin omega t minus theta. Now, if I will draw the waveform, taking the voltage as the reference, this is your voltage waveform. V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Now you just tell me from where I will start
मैम
the
आफ्टर 0 मैम पाई बाय 2
पाई बाय 2 नहीं है, कौन बोल रहा है? सुप्रसाद।
थीटा
मतलब थीटा
हाँ, पाई बाय 2 कहाँ आ गया?
मैम,
पाई बाय 2 और नहीं है, पाई बाय 2
थीटा है
डिफरेंट
मैम
है।
वो।
थीटा
मैम वो
थीटा से
आफ्टर ओरिजिन के होगा मैम राइट साइड
yes, after origin, the zero of the current waveform will start.
मैम वो पाई
Please,
बाय 2 याद रह गया है ना वो आफ्टर ओरिजिन इसलिए
नहीं नहीं, और पाई बाय 2
मैम,
यार थीटा।
वो
हाँ
गलती से
बोलो।
निकल गया
आप कुछ
बोलो।
बोलने क्या मेरे को?
हाँ
आप कुछ अभी बोल देना, मेरा नाम सुप्रिया।
नहीं नहीं, कुछ नहीं बोले। नो नो, I confused. Okay, so here at the zero of the current will start after theta. So now your waveform of the waveform of the current will be starting after theta angle from the 0 point of reference of the voltage. So this is my which waveform? Current waveform. This is equal to Im sin omega t minus theta. Clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So now what is the formula for tan theta? Tan theta is equal to, look at your voltage diagram. I will not go upward. Tan theta is equal to how much? Tell me.
XL minus XC
XL minus XC.
VL minus VC divided by VR.
VR.
This is XL minus XC
XC
divided by
IR
IR की
R.
सॉरी आर
R.
आई
Okay.
करंट नहीं रहेगा वो।
Yes. Cos theta is equal to how much? Cos theta is equal to
R by Z.
divided by Z. This is R divided by Z is equal to how much? Square root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. This is the condition of the RLC circuit. Now what will be your instantaneous power? What will be your instantaneous power? Instantaneous. आर्यन, you understood? कितना आर्यन है, किसको मैं पूछ रही हूँ? Instantaneous power. Instantaneous power is, what is the formula for instantaneous power? It is equal to the product of voltage and current. So you now substitute it. Vm sin omega t, current कितना है? Im sin omega t minus theta. So if you'll find out the average power, okay, average power will be equal to how much? Tell me.
I square R.
I
Yes.
square R.
Yes, who answered?
Abhijit.
Abhijit, very good. So this will be equal to, if you'll find out the average by taking the integration over one complete cycle, so this will be equal to I square into R. Or this will be equal to how much? This will be equal to actually Vi cos theta. Clear? I square or Vi cos theta, both are equal. Now look at here, look at the waveform. I will draw the instantaneous power. Now from this point to this point, what is my power? Instantaneous power will be negative.
नेगेटिव
Okay. From this point to this point, what is your power? power will be positive. Okay, clear to all of you? From this point to this point, power will be negative. Okay, and from this point to this point, power will be what? Positive. Again, from this point to this point, power will be negative. So now, if I will find out the average power, what will be the average power? This is equal to how much? I square.
I square R.
That is your P average. All of you are clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Written all of you? Sayan, you understood? Sayan Chattopadhyay,
मैम उसका नेटवर्क इशू हो रहा है मैम, ग्रुप में लिखा है मैम.
लिखा है.
यस मैम.
Subhranshu, you got it? 755. Subhranshu को क्या हुआ?
Yes, ma'am.
You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Swapnadeep, Vishwas,
Yes, ma'am.
understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Arpit.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. Chaman Kumar, you got
Yes,
it?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Pritish, Bhaval,
Yes, ma'am.
Kartika, 801, not there. Okay. Written all of you. Now we will move
Yes,
to.
ma'am. Written.
Okay. So now I have explained only the case of when I have taken VL greater than VC. Now we'll discuss about three cases. When you are taking an RLC circuit, there can be three cases. Three cases in, write down RLC series circuit. Three cases in RLC series circuit. So what is your first case? ये तुम्हारा पूरा AC circuit is very important. First one. What is your first case? What is your impedance first? Write out. Z is equal to square root of how much? R square
R
plus
square
XL minus
XL minus XC whole square.
Now coming to the first point, when XL minus XC, when XL minus XC is positive. Okay, that implies when it will be positive, when XL is greater than XC. What happens to your theta? Theta is positive. Okay, and what about the circuit condition? And circuit,
Ma'am, inductive.
very good. Circuit is inductive. Okay. XL is greater than XC. Here another term also you insert. BL is greater than VC.
VC.
Okay. Now coming to the second case. Second case is when XL minus XC is negative.
Ma'am, can you repeat the first one? I got disconnected, ma'am.
First one is when XL minus XC is positive. Positive means XL is greater than XC, VL is greater than VC. So theta is positive at that time, circuit behaving as inductive. Am I clear, Kunal?
Yes, ma'am.
Kunal, you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Then when XL minus XC is negative, then what happens to your XL? XL is less than XC obviously. VL is less than VC. Okay. Theta is negative at that time and circuit is behaving as what?
Capacitive circuit.
Huh?
Capacitive circuit.
capacitive circuit. Now third case is when XL minus X is equal to what? 0. 0 implies XL is equal to XC. Okay, VL is equal to VC. तुम्हारे x axis ऊपर जितना magnitude है, in the downward side that same magnitude. So theta will be equal to how much?
0.
0.
And circuit is
Resistive.
very good. Very good. So this will be circuit will behave as resistive. Clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now come to written all of you. Today I will give you an assignment. You will write down all the three cases, all the possible cases, pure resistive, pure inductive, pure capacitive. I will tell you. First you complete this one. Complete it.
Ma'am, this one only, no?
No. I will give it. Don't worry. This one you have, all of you have written?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Acha. One thing I will tell you, I ask you here, have you read complex number in your 12th standard?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very bad chapter, ma'am.
हम इसमें भूलना चाहेंगे.
कुछ तो पढ़े नहीं हो, सब बैठ गए कब प्राइम मिनिस्टर डिक्लेयर करेंगे एग्जाम कैंसिल, सब बैठ गए नहीं.
Yes, ma'am.
मैम ट्विटर पे थे हम लोग.
मैम हम लोग ने जेई की तैयारी की है, मैम.
जब 10th लोगों का कैंसिल होगा तुम बोले हाँ हमारा क्यों कैंसिल नहीं हुआ, क्या गुस्सा हो गया सब 10th के ऊपर नहीं, फिर तुम लोग क्या कैंसिल हो गया?
ट्विटर पे ट्रेंड कर दिए.
हम लोग ट्विटर खोल कर बैठे थे बुक की जगह.
मैम मैंने हमने बोर्ड दिया है मैम.
मैम कुछ ड्रॉपर्स भी हैं मैम इधर.
यस मैम, हमने बोर्ड
बहुत कम जन बोर्ड दे हैं, बट मैक्सिमम योर 12th का बोर्ड का कुछ मजा ही नहीं तुमको मिला नहीं.
मैम हमने दिया है.
यस मैम, बहुत मजा आता है मैम.
मैम हम लोग ने 10th बोर्ड
मजा मिल गया, काफी होता है.
10th वाली बोर्ड सबसे बेस्ट.
मैम 10th का मिल गया, काफी है.
बोर्ड का हो गया. ठीक है चलो, we'll go to the subject. हाँ, so complex number. I will ask you some question here, whatever you have read. Suppose this is a vector or phasor. This is x. Listen to me carefully. You will unable to understand this. This is little. You have to understand. So this is your x. Now, suppose I will tell you what is this one. This vector.
minus x.
It will
X
tell
dash
this is minus x.
minus x.
Don't tell ax. I will take it as a, simple a. So this is a. Now this is your minus a phasor. That implies what? When minus 1 is multiplied with a phasor, or now if I will tell you what is the magnitude, is magnitude of this phasor or the vector changing?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Magnitude is not changing. So that means when I am multiplying minus 1 with a vector or phasor, the magnitude remaining constant, that vector or phasor is rotating how much degree? Is
180.
rotating 180 degree. All of you mute yourself. 180 degree in anti-clockwise direction from its reference axis. All of you listen very carefully. This is my reference axis. So when I am multiplying minus 1 with a vector or phasor, this is my a vector. Now when I am multiplying minus 1 with that vector or phasor, that is rotated 180 degree from its reference axis in anti-clockwise direction. Am I correct or not?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. So now if I will ask you one question here, how much I will multiply? Suppose this is my a vector. Okay. This is, suppose I am placing the vector here. How much I have multiplied with that vector a, such that my vector or phasor has rotated only 90 degree from its original axis or reference axis in anti-clockwise direction. This is my anti-clockwise direction. How much I have multiplied? Yes,
Shubham,
tell me.
mute.
How much I will multiply? Yes, tell me.
-1/2.
Minus 1 by 2. Why? Yes, tell. Let it be wrong. Let it be wrong.
Ma'am, because for a full negative, ma'am, it's rotating, ma'am, 180 degrees. Then for a half negative, it will rotate only 90 degrees. No?
And for this one, yes, all of you agree, or you are having a different answer? Tell me. Speak it. This is just for
plus half.
plus half. No, wrong. Complete wrong. Anybody wants to rectify?
मैम ऊपर वाला प्लस नीचे वाला माइनस हो जाएगा
1 by 2.
Minus.
नो
No.
minus 3a/2.
No. Okay. So let I will multiply. I do not know how much I will multiply. I will put it a variable, like you are solving equation by putting some variable equation in one variable, two variable. I will put a variable j. When I am multiplying j with a vector a that is rotating 90 degree from its reference axis in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, let that variable is j. Am I clear now? Each
Yes,
step
ma'am.
you should be clear. Wherever anybody not able to understand, stop me. Okay. Now, suppose now this is my reference axis. This is my reference axis now. Now here I have taken j as the variable. I have taken j as the variable when multiplied with j. When multiplied with j, how much degree it is rotating? The vector is rotated. How much degree? Tell me. Vector is rotated. How much degree? Just not tell me.
90.
90 degree. 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction from its which axis?
origin
From
reference
its
reference
reference
axis or
axis.
origin
Okay, so this is, I have taken that variable j from its reference axis. Okay, so now this is my reference axis. How much I will multiply such that that j into a will rotated 90 degree from its reference axis in anti-clockwise direction? What I have to multiply? I have to multiply j. So I have to multiply j with j into a. Am I correct or not? Tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I correct or not? This is my j into a. How much I have taken the variable j. When j is multiplied with a vector or phasor that is rotated, how much degree? 90 degree from its original axis. Am I clear to all of you or not?
Yes,
Clear to all of you? So here, can I write down j into ja? Up to this, all of you understood?
Ma'am, can you repeat this again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So here, what I have taken, you just remember j I have taken, it is a variable. When multiplied with any vector, it just rotate that vector 90 degree from its original axis in anti-clockwise direction. It's clear?
Yes,
J
ma'am.
is clear
Yes,
to
ma'am.
you?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
is
J is
J
clear.
actually? Yes. So now what is this vector? I have my vector A. How much I have to multiply? I have to multiply J with this vector because this is rotated how much degree? 90 degree from its original axis. Now clear to all of you? J into A.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what will be this one? What will be this vector? I have to write down how much? J into A. Yes or no?
Yes,
yes ma'am
Now it is clear. So
Yes,
now
ma'am.
this is equal to how much? This is equal to j square into
J
A.
square.
Okay. Got it or not? All of
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
So
Yes,
now this is how
Yes,
much
ma'am.
you have told it earlier at the beginning
Minus
when I've
1.
asked you.
Minus
Minus 1 into A.
Minus 1
1
into A.
into A.
So that implies, this implies j square is equal to how much? J square is equal to
Minus 1.
I.
minus
so j is equal to how much? J is equal to square root of
Iota.
minus 1
iota yes
Yes, ma'am.
imaginary. Clear to all of you?
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
if I will tell you how much is this one? How much I have
JQ.
rotated? I have rotated 270 degree or 90 degree from its original
Then
axis.
JQ A.
So this is J into J
J
square into A.
A.
So this is equal to J cube into A, or this
Yes,
is
ma'am.
equal to how much?
Minus.
Minus J into A.
A.
All of you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now, how much it will be? How much will be? I have rotated up to 360 degree. Okay, what will be this one? How much time I will multiply?
Then J into JQ A.
J into J into J into J. J to the power 4A.
And 4A.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, J to the power 4A is equal to how much?
Then
J to the power 4A is equal to how much?
A.
Equal to A.
A.
Got it?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
So how much I am multiplying? So here I will, what is the significance of the J operator? Write down and heading significance of J operator. So what is the significance of the J operator? Significance of the J operator is when J is multiplied, when a phasor or vector, is multiplied with J, which is equal to square root of minus 1, the phasor is rotated 90 degree in counterclockwise or anti-clockwise, whatever you counterclockwise direction. CCW means counterclockwise.
Yes, ma'am.
You write down, और else बोले मैडम क्या लिख दे हैं CCW जब पढ़ोगे, अभी तो नहीं पढ़ोगे, जब एग्जाम के पहले दिन पढ़ोगे तो वहां पर पता नहीं चलेगा, लिख दो काउंटर क्लॉकवाइज 90 degree in counterclockwise direction. Okay, so now this is the significance of the, maybe you will get short question, what is the significance of J operator? So when J is multiplied, it is rotated 90 degree in counterclockwise direction from which axis?
reference.
Reference.
You, one thing you do it, you take this as I have not written. Everywhere the magnitude is constant, so make it a circle. Okay, I have put it in a circle, implies that in every case the radius is same, the magnitude is not changing, and mention it as the axis, as the reference axis, as this you take it as O, this one is take it as X. Okay, understood? Reference
Yes.
axis. So here counterclockwise direction from which axis? OX axis. OX axis. Now if I will tell you I am multiplying J square. J square is equal to minus 1. This is rotated 180 degree in counterclockwise direction from which axis?
OX
axis.
And from OX axis.
J cube is equal to J
270
square into J, that is equal to minus J. This is 270 degree counterclockwise direction from reference axis. J to the power 4, J square, that is equal to 1. This is rotated how much degree? 360 degree in counterclockwise direction from the reference axis. This is the significance of the J operator. J implies that, remember that J has no relation with the magnitude. J has no relation with the magnitude. Again and again I'm telling you. Okay? When J is multiplied, it does not change its magnitude at all. Magnitude remaining constant, only that vector is rotated. Clear to all of you?
Yes,
now
ma'am.
you tell me. Suppose this is my vector A. Having magnitude A, this is my vector B having magnitude B. These are all magnitude. Okay. Suppose I will tell you what is this vector. What I will write down? Tell me. I want to write the vector V in the phasor notation. What I will write down? तुम लोग वेक्टर फेजर सब पढ़े हो फिजिक्स में, बोलो.
A plus B.
A plus IB.
A plus B, whatever I have taught. So what you will write down? Tell me. A. This is my reference axis. Okay, this is my reference axis. How I will write down B? B is rotated. B is not in the reference axis. B has been rotated how much degree?
5/2.
90 degree from its
90
original
Plus B
axis.
cos theta. नहीं.
थीटा कहाँ आया? थीटा तो मेंशन ही
No,
नहीं
no,
है.
no.
90 degree.
A plus how much? Sorry, A B will be equal to how much? This is my vector A having magnitude A. This is my vector B having magnitude B, but I have to represent it as ZB.
Yeah.
So what will be my phasor V or vector B in the phasor notation? It is A plus how much? JB.
JB.
Clear to all of you? Understood or not, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So what will be the magnitude of A? Magnitude of A will be equal to square root of how much? Vaishnavi, you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A square plus B square.
B square.
What will be my, suppose this angle is my theta. This is making an angle theta with the reference axis. So what is theta? Theta is will be equal to how much? Tan inverse of how much?
B by E upon A.
Clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So now this form of notation is called as V is equal to A plus JB. This form of notation of phasor is called as rectangular form. This form of notation of vector or phasor is called as rectangular form. Excuse me. Now I can write down A as equal to how much? Can I write down A as equal to B cos theta? Understand all of you carefully. यहाँ पर problems पूरा आएगा.
Yes, ma'am.
पूरा problems आएगा. Those who are feeling shy and not asking. Okay. So A is equal to V cos theta. I can write down B is equal to how much? B
Sin
sin
theta.
Sin theta.
Just a substitute here. V is equal to how much? V is equal to V cos theta plus J V sin theta. Quickly मुझे बोलो ये भी और ये भी में क्या डिफरेंस है? ये भी क्या है? जल्दी बोलो.
पहला वाला
B cos theta sin theta components है उसके अलग एक्सेस में.
मुझे भी सिर्फ बोलो. ये भी क्या है? ये भी क्या है? ये भी एक है, ये भी एक है, ये भी एक भी है.
Cos theta is A.
कॉस थीटा के बारे में नहीं बोल रही हूँ, मैं बोल रही हूँ भी बोलो. फिर
सेम ही ना.
V तो same है.
सेम है.
एक रेफरेंस
सेम है. भी इज इक्वल टू भी कॉस थीटा प्लस जे भी साइन थीटा कैसे हो गया? कैसे इक्वल हो गया तुम लोगों का?
मैम एक रेफरेंस लाइन का है.
क्या रेफरेंस लाइन?
नो मैम.
उसको हमने कंपोनेंट्स में ब्रेकआउट किया है इसलिए.
कुछ नहीं. आंसर
एक ट्रिग्नोमेट्री में मैम.
हाँ क्या हुआ?
एक वेक्टर फॉर्म में हो गया मैम.
हाँ किसने बोला दिस आंसर? हु टोल्ड?
अभिजीत.
अरे अभिजीत, वेरी नाइस. दिस इज योर वेक्टर. This is your vector. This is which what? This is my vector, right? I have substituted in this A plus JV.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So this V is my vector. This is what? This V is my magnitude. This is nothing but your magnitude V. A is equal to V cos theta. What is this V? This V is the magnitude. This we are putting it in the vector notation. Understood all of you?
Yes,
Got it or
ma'am.
not? So V is equal to V cos theta plus this is my magnitude. And this one is your vector or phasor, right? So here, this one, this form of vector, this form of notation, we call it as what? Trigonometrical form. Trigonometrical form. ये पढ़े नहीं थे complex number में?
पढ़े हैं मैम।
मैं याद नहीं था।
Okay. So this vector V, I can write down V present at an angle theta. Here you see this is my A, this one is my B. V is present at what angle? At an angle theta, or it is making an angle theta with the which axis?
Reference.
With the reference axis. Understood? What is the difference between this V and this V?
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
my vector V.
Vector, and those are magnitude.
This is the magnitude V, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
this form of notation is called as polar form. Okay, this form of notation is called as 5 minutes I will extend. Huh? This form of notation is called as polar form of notation. So we will be dealing with the rectangular form where V is equal to how much? Rectangular form, what I have written, tell me. V is equal to A plus JB. This is my rectangular form and this is my polar form. V is equal to V at an angle theta. This
V
is
to the power.
tell. Ask me what happened.
मैम V into E to the power J theta नहीं होगा मैम?
A to the power J theta. बोलो क्या बोल रहे हो? बोलो क्या डाउट है बोलो. Which one? हाँ बोलो. अरे क्या जो भी कंफ्यूजन है बोलो क्या है?
मैम like cos theta plus I sin theta equals to E to the power J theta होगा.
E to the power, that is exponential form you are telling.
Yes.
Exponential we don't have. We also don't have any, we will not work with the trigonometrical form also. We will be only dealing with the, what you are telling, that is exponential form. We will not dealing with the exponential. We have only work with the rectangular form and this is your polar form. Okay?
V, what is that symbol ma'am after V? Angle.
Yes, at an angle. V is present at an angle. This is, we read at an angle. At an angle. This is present at an angle theta with the reference axis. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is from rectangular form to polar form. These are the two important forms which we will be dealing with it. Okay. Now addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, you know it or not? यहाँ पर मस्ट एक क्वेश्चन आएगा. सपोज V1 इज इक्वल टू A1 प्लस J इंटू B1. V2 is equal to A2 plus JB2. How will you add this two? Tell me.
A1 plus A2 plus J
A1
B1
plus
plus B2.
B2 will be equal to how much? We will add
A1 plus
the
A2
real part.
plus J B1 plus B2.
Plus J whole into B1 plus B2.
B2. If I will tell you how I will do the subtraction, all of you mute those, some sound is coming. B1 minus B2 is what? A1
minus
minus
A2
B2 plus J
J
B1
B1 minus B2.
minus B2. Okay? Clear to all of you? Now this is how you will do what? Addition, and this one is your subtraction. Okay? Now if I will tell you how will you multiply V1 with V2, what you have to do? How will you multiply, tell me? ये तुम जनरल मल्टीप्लिकेशन नहीं करोगे. A1 प्लस JB1 मल्टीप्लाई विथ A2 प्लस JB2, इसको ये टर्म को ये मल्टीप्लाई करो, ये करो, ऐसा नहीं करोगे. दिस वन यू विल नॉट डू इट. सो हाउ विल यू डू इट? You will just do what? A conversion you will do it. That next class I will tell you how to convert by using calculator. This is which form? This is rectangular form. What you have to do? You will, in order to convert, in order to do multiplication operation, what you have to do? You will convert the rectangular form to polar form. Polar form, how I will write down? V1 at an angle theta 1, suppose, and this one if I will convert to polar form, how I will write down? V2 is equal to V2 at an angle, another angle, let theta 2. Understood? I have to convert. Can you convert from one form to another form, or tell me? Can you convert one form to B at an angle B is equal to A plus JB? Can you convert it into B at an angle theta? Theta तुमको मिल जाएगा? Theta, can you find it or not? Huh? Theta, can you find it or find out or not? In this case, what is your theta? Theta is equal to how much? Tan inverse of
Tan inverse.
B by A.
B
You
upon
can find
A.
out theta? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
If
Yes,
A and B is known to you, you can find out the theta.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
A and B is known to you, you can find out the value of B. B is equal to how much? Square root of A square
A
plus
square
B
plus
square.
B
You
square.
can find out B. You can find out theta. So you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
convert it into polar form. Is there any difficult? If
No.
rectangular form is given, you can find out the polar form. Yes or no? This
Yes,
is
yes,
manually.
ma'am.
This is manually I am telling you. By the help of calculator, next class I will tell you. Time is not there. So
Okay, ma'am.
I will. हाँ, okay मैम नहीं, और 5 मिनट में लूंगी. Just wait. So here, just wait. Let me complete the multiplication and division only. Okay. So here, what we will do? We will convert the rectangular form to polar form, and what we will do? I have written V1 will be equal to how much? V1 at an angle theta 1. Next Monday 2 दिन gap हो जाएगा ना? समझ नहीं पाओगे दिन. Then just I will complete the division operation and.
मैम एक दिन गैप.
हाँ एक दिन गैप. हाँ एक दिन गैप में सब भूल जाओगे. Wait, just wait. Within 2 minutes I am completing. Just wait. So V1 multiply with V2. What I will do while doing the multiplication operation? Just multiply the magnitude part. Magnitude V1 and V2 will be just multiplied, and angle part you will add it. Theta 1 plus theta 2 you will add it. Understood? बोलो.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, from the multiplication, what you mean? Is it a dot product or cross product? Because for
Multiplication, just you will multiply the magnitude part.
Okay, ma'am.
You will
ma'am, because ma'am,
tell. Because this one is your magnitude, this one is your magnitude.
Yes,
so when I am doing the multiplication operation, just multiply the magnitude part, angle part you add it.
yes, ma'am. As you said, now before that, we can't do like we do in algebra. We can't do just simple multiplication as we do in algebra. But in case of dot
In a
product,
simple
we can do.
multiplication, you can do it. I have not told you
Yes.
you cannot do it. It will be lengthy. It will take much time, na? So what we do it is, we convert with the help of calculator, we'll convert that rectangular form to polar form, and we just multiply the magnitude part or the angle part. You can do it. I am not telling you cannot do it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And one more thing, ma'am. I
Yes.
didn't understand whether it is a dot product kind of multiplication or cross product, or it's another kind of multiplication. Means this is different from the conventional one we studied in JEE.
I think it is cross product.
See. Oh, you are asking about cross product and dot product.
Yes, ma'am. Which kind of multiplication is this? Means because it is a multiplication of two vectors, right? So,
this is a multiplication of two vectors.
yes, ma'am. So whether it is a ma'am, because in JEE we studied only two types. That is
No, this is not. You are not just multiplying the magnitude. You are having an angle also. Phase angle is there. Okay. When a vector is multiplied, here what you are doing? One vector is present at an angle theta 1. Another vector is present at an angle theta 2. Here you are multiplying two vectors which are present at a different angle. Understood?
Yes.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So here what you are doing, we are doing the cross product, right? Now you are clear, I think.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So now next is what you will do, V1 divided by V2. What you will do, just you have to divide the magnitude part. Magnitude will divide, angle you will subtract. V1 minus V2, sorry, V1 divided by V2, theta 1 minus theta 2.
Theta 2.
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
only one thing you remember. Next class I will continue whatever doubt you are having. One thing you will take it as a note, that addition and subtraction are we do it in which form? Addition and subtraction.
Rectangular.
Yes, subtraction are done in which form? Rectangular form. And second one is multiplication and division. You have to do it in which form?
Polar form.
Polar form.
Yes, these 2 points you write down. Multiplication and division are done in which form? Polar form. Okay. Next class I will tell you with the help of calculator how will you convert the rectangular form to polar form. Here we are doing multiplication and division, we are doing addition and subtraction. Yes, who was asking doubt? You got it? How the multiplication and division is done?
Yes, ma'am. I understood. I will look after the class. If I have a doubt, I will ask you.
Yes, next class I will do. I will again explain.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ah,
Ma'am, during attendance, I joined literate, so you mark my present.
who?
752.
Name bolo.
Simran.
Written all of you? Chalo.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, please share that board.
Yes, ma'am. Share this.
Ma'am, can we